All right, guys, don't forget about Underdog Wireline, man. I'm doing a quick shout out for these guys. You know, they've been sponsoring us since day one almost, man. So it's a great guys, great company. You know, if you need a logged, perfed, you know, they do completion, open hole. They got they got drop guns, man. They got lay down machines. They got all kinds of stuff, dude. So check them out. Don't forget, I'm gonna put the number up right here. Look them up, man. They're great people. They know how to get it done. I worked with them personally out here, you know, especially on the wireline side. So I know exactly what they're doing. Their hands are out there helping out. So I've said it before. I'll say it again, man. Hit them up. They're the best out here. Give them a shout out, dude.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Patch Boys again, here to announce yet another sponsor, Branded 14 Hot Shot Services LLC. They offer hot shot work, ESP spooling, ESP technician service, and heavy hauling with semis. These guys are local. They're helping us out, so we want to help them out. Go give them a call at 432-638-1755. All the other information we're going to put right down here, so you guys can give them a call, send them an email, however you need to get in contact with them. We appreciate it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Patch Boys back again, and we got another special guest here, man. One of our current sponsors right now, Branded 14, representing Branded 14, right? Daniel Villegas. So, man, welcome. Thank you for coming, and thank you for giving us the time, man.
Oh, man, appreciate you for having us. I know we've been trying to do this for about 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Oh, man, freaking work and life, and you know, we're blessed.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're blessed to be here.
Absolutely.
No, we get it, man. I mean, like, you know, Wednesdays we were tied up too. So like, I had a church class. He had to teach coach soccer.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. And then I knew you were busy with the softball, right?
Man, yeah. So I'm not playing softball. I'm playing golf, and I'm not doing that. I'm having baseball with my boys. It's just been crazy, but
that's what's up, man.
Yeah, but you know what? I think with baseball being over, we're gonna, you know, have some more free time.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. Yeah,
that's what's up, man. Yeah. That's what's up. So, Rick, you wanna start on how you came across? I'll get into it in a minute because I've known him for a while.
Yeah,
right?
for real.
Well, my brother works Steven Garcia. He's works a lot with you with the ESP hot shot.
Oh, Steven's a good guy.
Yeah, man, he's a wild character. I don't know if you saw him on a couple episodes we've had on.
Actually, he told me about it, so I went back. I was like, "You're on the podcast?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "You know, I'm gonna go back and look at it. See what it's like."
He's been on a couple.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. I was been a little nervous, so I was like, "I'm gonna go back to these podcasts, see what it's about."
Yeah, no, and Steven was like, this guy's real cool, man. Maybe shit him up, and I'm glad I did, man. One day I called you and I was like, dude, we talked and we hit off just right. So
for sure,
I appreciate it too, because you were down once we just like, hey, man, you want to? And I sent you the thing. You're like, hey, let's do it. And I was like, hell yeah.
Well, I've been telling my wife, I was like, man, I got something to say. She's like, what do you got to say? I was like, I don't know. I just got to say it though.
Yeah, man, it's good. This stuff, it's fun when people that have never done a podcast, like, it's nerve-wracking a little bit, but we're not live, none of that shit. We tell you that before,
for sure.
But man, it's fun to get on here and just shoot the shit. Like it always is. It's relaxing, and it's cool, man. I like it.
So like, one thing that I know y'all do is hot shot, man, right? You know, I'm gonna get into that a little bit. I know a lot of people are out here deal with the hot shot guys. You know, we see you on the road, just see on locations, you know, and I know you do a lot of ESP hauling and stuff like that. So what got you going into that? What got you started in the hot shot, man?
So I've actually been doing it since I was 19 years old. Out of high school, you know, I tried college. You know, my parents always told me, like, if you're not gonna do college, you're gonna go to work. And I was just like, man, fuck this, I'm going to college. Tried it. I did about a semester. It wasn't for me. At that time, I had friends that were doing hot shots, so I kind of liked it. You know, I would go with them on trips, help them out whenever I could. My dad's a CDL driver as well, so he always told me, get your CDL. I was like, I'll work on it. After college, he got me a job. He was working for a pipeline company, so I went to go work with him. Went on to the pipeline. Man, they gave me my first shovel and my Pico, and I was like, fuck this, I'm getting my CDL. Hell no, like, this sucks. Got my CDL, and at 19, got my CDL. Bought my first trailer, saved up some money, working the pipeline, and then traded in my high school truck, got me a dually, and started from there. Just started getting it from there. Yeah, nice. But during the process, I'd go with some of my friends that were hot shotting at the time, and I was like, man, this is probably something I want to get into, and man, it just started off from there. Skyrocketed. Yeah,
that's
skyrocketed awesome. From there. So I kind of been in the business since since I was a little younger.
Dang, and that's crazy because like I remember one time I had my CDL, I had a Class B CDL, and I was even gonna try thinking about getting into hot shot, but they kind of got me nervous, and they're like, hey, you might have to go all the way to like Denver, Colorado, and I was like, damn, bro, that's a long haul for me. You know what I mean?
Those long hauls were man, those things they'll make you or break you. That's for sure. That is for damn sure. Going to North Dakota, Wyoming, Ohio, Pennsylvania, man,
shit.
It's just, but it's part of the game, Especially if you want to make it, like I said, it's gonna make you or break you. That's when you find out if you really want to do it or you're gonna go back somewhere where you're closer to home.
Yeah, I hear you, man. And y'all got the trailers, y'all. You also haul in the back your pickup too, right? I mean, but you got those long trailers on.
Yeah. We do a lot, of course, with the 40-foot trailers. But yeah, we have some runs that are just truck only, man. The guys love those.
And you got some tool runs.
And you got a Class A CDL too, or
I still got mine. Yeah, I kept up with it. Yeah,
because I know y'all got heavy hauling, right?
Yeah, we do semis as well. Yeah, we got 3 semis as well. My dad takes care of those also. So my dad is with us as well, and I let him just take care of all the heavy hauling stuff.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I just dedicate myself to the hot shotting and anything that has to do with DSPs.
Okay, yeah, we got a guy. You ever heard of Trucker Joe?
I haven't.
Joe Brito?
Brito.
That's the big Joe.
I
don't know if you know Joe Brito.
No,
we call him Trucker Joe. But,
he does more rig moving and heavy
loads, oversized. But I like to ask that because he's a fucking hardcore. He's always truck driving. Bro. And,
no, I've never heard of him.
He didn't start out that way. He was a roughneck through and through. Like that's what he did.
Yeah, Big Dog.
He'd move. Yeah, Big Dog was. He loved working for Big Dog and shit.
Man, that was back in the day.
He moved around. Yeah. He moved around and then he just ended up. Now that's what he's doing is hauling.
Trucker Joe.
Yeah. Well, we call him Trucker Joe.
Y'all call him.
We call him Trucker Joe. It's not Trucker fucking Joe.
What up, Trucker Joe? Like, who the fuck is that?
he's probably gonna hear this. Like, these fucking guys.
He's one of our close friends. But he's the one that drives out of all of us, right? Like none of us really went into driving, but. He's the only one that we knew like personally, but of course I've been in the ESP business my whole life.
Yeah, so. That's where I got to meet you at.
Yeah, for sure. So I would always, and like growing up and shit, I would always partying in the same circles and shit, and playing beer pong and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? that was our shit back in the day, right? But so you stuck with ESP. That's your specialty.
That's my specialty, man. Yeah, we got into it and we just kind of stuck to it. Started getting to know people around the business and just stuck to it. You kind of stick to what you know type deal.
And ESP has flourished, dude, because it's from the amount of companies that it was. I remember when I first started, we were like, man, yeah, we got 2 companies that we're kind of, now it's like fucking 20 of those motherfuckers, bro. It's crazy.
And they're popping out left and right too.
Yeah, and cable now, like it's crazy because cable's making a big fucking push. Spooling is crazy right now. Like Innovex went crazy, bought out Pride. A lot of the ESP stuff is getting really big. And so what made you stick with ESP? Do you just like, because I know a lot of the ESP work is really centered in West Texas. Like you stay around this area. Was that part of it, or
that was part of it? You know you're gonna be home every night. It might be late, but you're gonna be home. It fucking beats having to drive to North Dakota.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember that first truck that I got. I think I put, when we were still doing doing rig hauls, going out to junior rigs. I think I put like 130,000 miles on the truck in 1 year.
Fuck.
And then we got into ESPs, and I'm just like, damn, I put 50,000 miles on my truck in 1 year. Like, not just staying locally. I'm just like, man, you get less wear on your trucks. You're home every night. Might be late sometimes, but you're home, and like I see, kind of, and then you get to know the people in the business, and then it's how you get to know, and
and ESP's a real like tight knit. I know this person, that person, this person. It's real. Like most of the oil field is like that, but ESP's gotten so fucking like political, bro. Like I know that guy, I'm sticking with that guy. You know what I'm saying? I know that guy, I'm sticking with that guy no matter what. Like you can fuck up 100 times. That's really truly how ESP is. No, like it's pretty badass, man. I've always loved the ESP business. That's why I haven't gone anywhere, right? But yeah, man. But not just fucking the ESP business, man, but the fucking driving business itself has changed a grit.
Oh, yeah.
So, and we can see it on the street. So how is that shit like to deal with all the accidents and all that shit happening right now? Have you had any issues in that department, or?
Man, it's scary. You know, going to bed at night knowing that your guys are out there. Yeah, no, it is scary. You know, of course, you don't want nothing to happen.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to get that phone call at 3, 4 in the morning, like, hey, you guys got an accident. So it is scary. You know, so you're one of those dudes, you kind of pray to God that everybody makes it to location safely, and then, you know, once you're done, you know, during the day it's a little easier. You know, I don't want to say easier, but maybe safer than driving at 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And that's ESP, like, in a nutshell.
Yeah.
We load up and people are picking up at 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, like all the way up to like 7 a.m. And it's like we start the day over.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get ready for the next morning's loads. And man, you guys are picking up early as shit. Like, super early, bro. It's crazy.
I know most of them got to be on location at 6 in the morning, so they're there, you know, 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, and
you know,
24-hour rigs are skyrocketing right now, man. Everybody, it seems that everybody has at least half their shit are 24 hours
rigs,
now. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, those things are freaking wild.
I'm more of a daylight rig kind of guy. You know what I mean?
I think everybody is.
Yeah. If we could pick and choose, we'd all be daylight.
Dude, I know. You know, I used to be 24 operations all the time, and then when I went to Gas Lift and Packers, it was like a lot of it was daylight, and I was like, man, I just love that, man. I never had that feeling of like, you know, coming home every night, I was just like always gone. I felt like we're 24-hour operations, you know, so that's pretty wild. I mean, and one thing I've noticed about with your brand, I see you guys, see a lot of guys wearing your brand, dude, the brand 14. I mean, you're everywhere. Like, dude, it's crazy, you know.
I pass this stuff out like candy.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, it works though, because you know,
man.
when you sent me your emblem, I said, "Dang, I've seen that before."
Yeah.
And then I remember seeing, and I go to work the next day because I kind of work by these ESP guys, and I remember seeing them. I was like, "Dang, they all had it, dude." And I was like, "Damn," you know. So that's wild, man.
Yeah, man. So we get a lot of stuff made, man. So we, you know, I hand it out. You know, if somebody wants it, you know, here you go. Here's a sweater. Here's a shirt. You know, all my customers, I'll take them breakfast, and you know, here's a box of shirts. You know,
hell yeah,
take what you
that
want.
Shit works,
you know?
man.
It does. It really does. You know, like how you say, you're just walking around and you see it everywhere, and that's, you know, that's what our goal was. You know, we want to, you know, see
flood
people.
flood that shit,
that's
man.
awesome.
You know, let people know who we are.
So like, you know, like, I know you deal with the ESP techs too, right? Y'all provide that too, right?
Yeah, we do lay down techs as well. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's cool, man. I mean, and was that hard to get into outside of the hot shotting, or I just found another opportunity to get into something else, or?
It kind of fell in our lap.
Yeah.
It kind of fell in our lap. You know, they kept asking us for it. Finally, you know, one of my guys, me and him talked it over. You know, he's been with us for quite some time. I've been knowing him just as long as I've been hot shotting, and you know, talked it over with him. I was like, hey, you know, they've been asking me for it. You know, do you want to try it? He's all like, yeah, sure, let's try it. You know, he hot shots as well. So, you know, we bought the clamps, we bought everything, and he's all like, screw it, let's try it. And if it works, it works. And man, it's worked. It's worked.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Heck
yeah, it's worked. So we stuck to it. Yeah.
Nice, man. You know, that's the thing about ESP, man. It's busy, dude. And they don't stop, right? Like you were saying, dude.
They don't stop.
It don't stop. It'll slow down, but it won't stop.
It'll slow down, but it won't stop because workover is always going. It don't matter. Like I remember during COVID, we were still working shit over. They'd be like, yeah, man, I got a fucking pump sitting there that's like 10 years old. We're gonna throw that motherfucker in there. And the pump obviously is zero cost to them, so they're literally just paying to get a quick test, you know, get it serviced or whatever. So they're obviously the bill is much smaller, you know what I mean?
I got you.
So workover, it just don't fucking stop. It'll slow down like a motherfucker, but
It will.
as far as stopping, man, it's tough, bro. Since I started, I had never seen it. I've never seen it.
Yeah, that's another thing we stuck with DSP because man, they don't. I mean, you'll slow down. You know, you'll slow down, but you won't stop.
I mean, you need oil no matter what. Hey, even them motherfuckers lobbying to stop it, whatever.
Yeah, they're driving over there.
You need oil, baby. You got chapped lips, bitch.
Sure.
You need oil.
I mean, I think what might slow down is like these new installs, you know, new wells and stuff like that. That'll slow down. But I mean, well, how a million wells out there, and probably half of them have ESPs. You know, they're bound to fuck up.
Yeah, and it's fucking relative right now because what they're doing is that I'll notice that they'll do all the prep, all the completion shit 1st. They'll have that shit all done, and then they'll trickle them out depending on how the oil and what's going on and everything. They'll trickle them out. Hey, we're gonna do 3 wells all in one weekend. We're gonna knock them out real quick, or we'll do this entire pad, 6 wells, 1 pad. And they've been doing them like that in like chunks. And I'm seeing that more and more to where they're investing in the equipment, and then later they're investing in actually installing the equipment.
Yeah.
So they have the equipment ready. Oh shit, you know, we had a jump in oil or whatever the fuck, you know, the demand went up, whatever, gas is down, so it's gonna be cheaper, whatever it is, and then they install. and then they get to pumping that shit. But it's crazy, man. It's getting so difficult. I used to be able to predict that shit like easy, and then this year got really difficult. I was like, nah, next week. I used to be able to be like, Monday we're gonna be busy as fuck. I'd be able to see what was going on, pulls, installs, all this shit, and I'd be like, just from the look of this, I could tell you from completion standpoint, from cable, from everything. I'm telling you, it's gonna be busy this day, that day. Man, that shit got hard, man.
Yeah.
With everything going on, it's like, damn. All of a sudden, but it's because the news is so crazy right now.
Yeah.
Like something changes, and maybe Saturday I was looking at the fucking gas, and it was like 20 cents fucking cheaper than it is on Monday. It's fucking crazy, man. It's a wild time that we're living through right now.
Is, right?
I think positive. I honestly think it's a positive time, but it's crazy as shit to see it, man. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I wonder if the Pope's gonna have anything to do with the oil.
I know shit.
That just happened today, right? I mean, the guy, it's American.
And first American Pope in history.
Yeah,
he's American born in Chicago.
Yeah.
Crazy shit. I
don't know much about him, but I did see that he was American.
Yeah. Well, nobody knew about him. The guys, I was watching some guys that follow the whole thing, and those guys were like, we're gonna take a break of like an hour. We're gonna go do our due diligence on this guy, and then we'll come back and tell you guys about it.
Yeah,
it's like, damn, because they had two candidates, just like fucking presidential election, right?
Yeah.
They had two candidates. We got the conservative and the liberal party, and this guy just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, took it.
Yeah,
the Kentucky Derby.
It's crazy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Exactly, man.
So with your name, man, how did you come up with that name? How did you come up with Brandon 14?
So when we first talked about it, funny story. My son tells me all the time, because my son really the one that came up with it, my oldest boy, and he's all like, "Oh, you better tell him that I made the name." When we first decided, me and my wife were in the talks about starting our own hot shot company. We were just kind of back and forth, and I fell more into branded hot shot service. And, when we went to go talk to my son, I had asked him, like, hey, what do you think about this name? He's all like, well, 14 has always been my number, kind of my lucky number for everything. Once he started playing baseball, kind of passed it on to him. He started being number 14. Every baseball team, hey, we want number 14, whatever. And when we went to go talk to my son about it, I had asked him, like, what do you think of branded hot shot service? And he's like, well, why don't you throw our number on there? Like, branded 14. I was like, you know what? Like, that don't sound bad. Cause it's kind of like we branded ourselves with that number, Like, I even have it tattooed of I have a baseball here, a baseball jersey with the number 14, and both of my boys right here with me and both of my boys.
Nice.
So that's how we got it. Yeah, that's how we got it. And my son, my oldest boy, telling me all the time, like, I made that name up. I'm like, hey, you did. I'll give you credit for it.
Yeah.
You made that name up.
Yeah, man. Family business. You want to run a family business and everything. Yeah. The kids are excited about it. It's even better, man. It's even better. Yeah.
So we did that. Like I said, I wanted to do branded. He threw the number 14, and then we gave it to one of my buddies, and had asked him to design the logo. He sent it to us, and it just stuck there.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
We went with it. Yeah, we went with it. So
Brandon 14.
It happens that way, because the same thing pretty much happened to us, right? You kind of just fall into the name. If you like accept the name and you like it and everything, it just takes on a life of its own. It just starts rolling, man. And
and with the landman, I think it kind of worked out too. Like, because they were saying that, and they were like, "What the hell?" And it just came out, bro. It's just crazy,
Yeah.
But I got a favorite number too, man. It's 5. You know what I mean?
5?
Yeah. I don't know why. I never played baseball number, but I like 5.
It's
Baby,
a number. Yeah.
What about you? You got a number?
75, man.
Oh, damn.
That was my football number.
It is
I
a
love
football
that
number.
Yeah, football number, man. I love that number. 5'2", but lately it's been 2 because of my kids.
Yeah.
So my daughters all have 2s everywhere, right? Because they're 2000s babies. But yeah, man.
That's crazy. 75. I didn't even know that. It's the first time I heard that from that guy.
Yeah, 75, man. 75. That's the number I used to always. Everybody would fight for that number. 75. I don't know why 75 is such a, but it's a lineman number, right? So when you get in there and you're like, man, that's just the number, man. Besides fucking 69, you motherfucker. Everybody like, let me get 69.
That's for the softball team. Like, hey, I'm starting a softball team. What number you want? 69.
That's the first fucking number, man. God.
Last dude already took it.
Yeah.
I remember when I was like, I think I was like 8 years old, bro. I said, hey, can I get 80? And I was a chubby lineman.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
The fuck is 80?
Nah, bro, receiver, bro. Get out of here, bro. And I was just like, oh, man, damn. You know what I mean? But
Man,
I used to like
that 00, Rick.
I should have got that one, man, But so I'm guessing you like baseball out then, huh?
I'm a big baseball guy. Yeah,
Really?
so my household is baseball. yeah. I'm a big,
Who you
For
like
who,
the-
Yankees?
I'm
or
a big Yankees fan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh,
I'm a big
I
Yankees
remember.
fan.
I remember. Yeah, I mean, everybody
I'm a
I
big
have.
Yankees fan.
There's not that many people that I know that love baseball like that, like for real, for real.
Yeah.
Like I know some people that dabbled in and shit, but that
Yeah.
really love baseball. So like, man, I swear this guy's a fucking New York Yankees fan, man, for sure.
Unfortunately, but
I mean, those are the winningest motherfuckers there is. You know what I'm saying? They're synonymous with baseball.
No, man.
And people like to hate on them like a motherfucker. It's like the Patriots and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
That's the equivalent of what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
the same.
but
But
yeah, I'm
we-
cool with the Yankees, man. I like their hats and shit. You know, I rock their hats.
Yeah.
So
You been up there to New York?
We have. Me and my wife we've been a couple times. We try to go at least once a year to catch a game over there.
Really?
Yeah, which I mean, the vibes are just crazy down there, man. It's so sick.
Really?
it's gotta be, bro.
It is. Like I tell everybody, like, man, if you can go watch a Yankees game, like you gotta arrive in the subway to the Yankees game. Like you gotta go in the subway. Like it gets crazy down there. Like it's awesome.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
awesome.
I never thought of it like that, but there's a lot of history with the Yankees, like
A lot.
with the Babe Ruth, right?
yeah.
That's the one I can only think of, really. But
Oh, there's a bunch, man.
Yeah.
When you go to, but I tell everybody else, like, we do, you got to take the subway to go to the game. There's one way to get there. You got to go in the subway. Like, don't Uber, don't taxi, take the fucking subway. Even as nasty as they are, take the subway.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
And you got to do the stadium tour, man. Stadium tour is awesome.
Oh.
They take you back to Monument Park. You see a lot of history.
damn, that's crazy.
dope, man.
How's the subways like, man? Oh, I figured they'd be creepy.
Man, we haven't had no bad experiences.
Yeah.
They do get a little sketchy at nighttime. During the day, they're not bad. After the games, there's a lot of Yankee inspired bars nearby. So after the game, we'll catch a bar. And one time, me and my wife stayed out a little too late, and Richard like, crap, we still got to get the subway back, and that was sketchy as fuck. I was just like, get me off this bitch right here. Like, just get to my stop so I can get off. It was sketchy.
I should have took a taxi.
Yeah, I should have took a taxi. Yeah,
Shit,
man. But no, not even that, man. Your fastest way is the subway. You take a taxi, it's gonna take you forever to get. Especially if you're staying in Manhattan, it'll take you forever to get from Yankee Stadium to Manhattan. It'll take you forever.
Yeah, those cities are fucking crazy. They're
Traffic
crazy.
is
I went to
crazy down
Oakland. We watched the Raiders in Oakland.
Oh man,
And
how's that?
before they moved and shit, it was amazing. It was amazing. I always tell people like we got in just right, and my wife gave me tickets for our honeymoon, so we went on our honeymoon. And when we went to Oakland, it fucking rained, number one, which was amazing.
Yeah.
Like it's like fucking if you go to like a Colorado game, you will go watch the Broncos. I want to go when it's fucking snowing.
Yeah.
So when we went to Oakland and it started fucking raining, everybody's just out there. Like very few people are like umbrellaed out or with ponchos. Everybody's just fucking taking it, getting doused in that shit. In the game, the players started fighting. It was an infamous game.
Nice.
They were chain snatching and fighting and shit. So and the tailgating is fucking crazy, man. Because I've been to Houston, I've been to Dallas. And compared to Oakland, is nothing. Like when I went to Oakland and they had the tailgating, it's fucking insane, man. It's insane over there.
That's sick.
You have their little itty bitty area for like the away team.
Yeah.
Because those motherfuckers are ruthless. They're ruthless, but they're ruthless in a very innocent type of way. Like
passionate way,
They throw
huh?
fucking popcorn and shit. Like the shit that people pay for here to have summer mummers and shit.
Yeah.
That's the type of shit that I'm talking about. They might cuss and talk a little bit of shit, but like in Dallas, I always tell people this all the time. And fucking Dallas is way worse, bro. In Dallas, these fools want to tirar chingazos immediately.
With their own damn team.
All the time with their own people.
They do that.
It's always like that,
Yeah.
bro. Every time that I've gone to a game in Dallas, like just sitting there, not even fucking. I'm not celebrating. I'm not fucking nothing. People be in my fucking ear. Yeah, motherfucker. Like fucking damn, bro. Like this shit, and you take it right because it's that's what sports is. You know what I'm saying? So I take it and just fucking whatever. When I went to Houston, we lost. The recent one that I went to Houston, we lost against the Texans. Man, that was everybody was obliterated from all the Houston fans and shit. And we're walking out, and I was with Romeo. So I had a friend that he's a Texans fan, and we went to go watch it together. And fucking and it's mainly the broads, bro. No offense to the ladies out there,
Yeah.
man, but y'all fucking ruthless, bro. Like, women fans are fucking crazy, especially after a few fucking margaritas. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you and fuck the Raiders and fuck your mother. And I'm like, damn. And their dude, it's funny because their dudes will they'll just be walking straight. They're just like, there's nothing I can do, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing I can do. And we get into it like,
I can't even control them.
You gotta go home with that shit. So good luck. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's very much the atmosphere when you go to their home, man. It's fucking badass, bro.
Awesome. So have you checked out their Vegas?
I haven't. It's gonna be this year, so I'm waiting next week for them to announce the week or the day, and I know it's gonna be prime time for the Cowboys Raiders game in Vegas.
Oh, nice.
So whenever they do that, I'm gonna lock down the tickets right away, lock down the hotel, everything immediately, and we're going to that fucking game.
I want to go.
We're going with Trucker Joe. You know what I'm saying?
I want to go just to check out the stadium.
Oh man, yeah. I want to book a tour. I want to do the whole shit. Yeah. So it's gonna. I know it's gonna be amazing. Shoot some craps inside the fucking stadium at halftime. You know what I'm saying? They got all that shit in there, dude. They got the slots. Oh yeah, they got all kinds of shit. Not a full blown casino,
but they got some games.
But they have games and shit.
I mean, yeah.
At least that's what I'm told. And they always have a concert. Halftime, it's always a fucking Ice Cube or fucking Snoop Dogg.
Of course, you gotta have Ice Cube.
One of these motherfuckers, they're always partying. Yeah, so it's pretty dope, man.
The stadium looks nice as hell too, man.
It's fucking expensive.
I see why they call it the Death Star, because it does look like the Death Star.
Yeah, that's what they wanted.
I mean, it's not as nice as the Cowboys stadium, but it's nice. You know what
I mean? It's definitely
the team was as good.
And I'll say the Cowboys stadium is fucking badass. I have no problems with the Cowboys stadium. Like, it's nice. Every time that I've been there, it's fucking comfortable and everything. Of course, the fans are fucking pieces of shit, but you know, no offense to everybody in Midland, but you know what I'm saying.
Do you watch football too, man, or what's you got
I watch it because of my oldest boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but man, I'm
Patrick
not
Mahomes fan or what?
No, he's a Cowboys fan.
All right,
yeah,
cool.
he's a Cowboys fan.
I like that better.
Yeah, so I'll take him to go watch a couple games. You know, but if it wasn't for him, I probably even would be watching football. I never really grew up on it. You know, I grew up a lot of baseball. You know, my dad baseball since we were kids. And
gotcha.
Yeah.
You know how to throw a fastball or what? Or curveball?
Shit, give me a ball, man. What did that dude say? No curveball, no changeup, nothing but fucking gas.
Yeah.
What's that from,
bro?
Oh, dude, that's a good
man.
song.
And softball, man. I remember. I dabbled in softball because baseball, I barely even played Little League. Of course, I'm football built. You know what I'm saying? But I played softball for a little while with the company, and I remember playing, man. And they have the fucking tiers. Obviously, you know this, and they have like C, B, A, whatever, fucking wherever you land, depending on how many games you've played with your team and shit like that. And they put us. It's fucking funny because immediately the people that have played, they're like, man, we're gonna have these motherfuckers are sandbaggers. See that motherfucker. They played in the A last year, and now they got a bunch of these newbies, and 3 of them are like fucking these motherfuckers. If they had professional fucking softball for men, which they might, I don't fucking know, but
they do.
Oh, really?
This shit is
People take that shit
insane.
serious.
Yeah.
And they do. It's nothing but fucking slow pitch, but you'd be fucking surprised, dude. When I first went up there to bat, you know, I'm thinking, because I could crush a fucking ball.
Yeah.
I got good hand-eye coordination. I'll crush the fuck out of a ball. But these motherfuckers, bro, they fuck with you. And they're like, for like a minute, and you're just like, yeah, motherfucker, they let the fucking ball go.
Yeah, you do that shit, we're going middle.
Yeah, bro.
We're gonna hit middle. Yeah, I hate that shit.
And those guys, it's crazy how they can make. I was like, pitcher, but all they can do is fucking slow pitch. What really are they gonna do? But these motherfuckers get creative, dude. It's crazy shit.
Man, you got changeups, you got curveballs, you got knuckleballs in softball, you got all that crap.
It's crazy, and the way the fucking ball. I wasn't used to catching, bro. I wasn't used to catching a fucking softball. So I'm playing outfield, and they're cracking this bitch. And I'm like, I got this bitch, and I am tracking it like I would a baseball, which is completely fucking wrong.
Yeah,
I should have just sat and waited, but I'm running, tracking it. Next thing you know, that bitch blows right over. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing wrong, dude? It just felt so wrong when I was playing, but it's fun. It's fun as shit, man.
It'll keep you. You know, I still play all the time too. I got out of it for a little bit because I got big into golf, and my oldest boy. He's 17 now. He started playing, so I kind of got myself back into it. Started a team again, and that way he can start playing too.
I got you.
Keeping me young.
Hell
keeping me young.
So now that he's 17, he's getting a license and shit. You grooming him to take the reins, or you want him to go to school? What's it like?
Man, we're gonna let him choose his own path. Yeah. Of course, we said, you want to go to school, we're down for it, we'll pay for it. He's lately been big into. I took him to that. Was it Texas 2K? Mm-hmm. Took him to Texas 2K, and man, he loved it. So he's been into cars. He's been looking into some school called the Tuner School with Tennessee Performance.
Oh, that's awesome,
so,
dude.
Yeah, so we're hoping he sticks to it, and we, if everything goes as planned, he'll be going there once he graduates.
Everybody needs mechanics, brother.
Everybody
needs mechanics.
That's what I told him, man. That's one
awesome.
thing. That's one thing that's never gonna die down is mechanics. Never.
Is he a senior or a junior?
He's a junior. Okay. Yeah, he'll be a senior next year.
I got you now. I think I saw you put out some photos recently, like a homecoming or prom, right?
Yeah, he went to prom. Yeah. Prom was this past Saturday, so he went to prom. Yeah,
nostalgic than a motherfucker, man.
Yeah,
we still remember going and shit.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, Patch Boys here. We want to do this quick short so we can provide some information about our new sponsors, Underdog Wireline. You can see I'm wearing their merch here. So I just want to tell you a few things that they provide. Of course, they're in Wireline. In Wireline, they provide pump down, logging, pipe recovery services, and as well production work. And some of the other stuff that they provide, they have emergency shower trailers and cool down trailers for rent. At the end of this, we're going to put their contact information. They believe in us, we believe in them, and I think we're a match made in heaven. We appreciate all the support, and we hope that you support Underdog Wireline as well. Thank you guys. Hey, what's up everybody? Patch Boys here, showing the new merch drop from Tejas Hustle, man. Man, they got amazing hats. They just gave us a plethora of hats to show off. We got some corduroy hats, nice and soft, light as a feather. Some trucker hats, man, that you're used to wearing out in the patch. Looking amazing. We got some hunting gear. You know what I'm saying? Little orange love right there. And this hat that we're wearing right now, which Ricky's going to gush over in just a few seconds, man. We appreciate it. We appreciate Texas Hustle for hooking us up, man, making us look good.
Oh, yeah, man. We love it, man. We appreciate all the support. Like he said, I'm loving this hat, bro. This hat right here, look, man, it looks good on both of us, bro. And we got two different types of heads. So check them out, man. And, these guys support us. If you're looking for any shirts, you're looking for any decals, you're looking for any cowboy gear, something, man, check them out at TejasHatco.com. Look at their links on the bottom of our description on the episodes, and you can be able to get them. So support them like you support us. If you love us, you love the Permian Basin, you love the oil and gas industry, you love this local thing we got going, check them out, man, because they're doing great stuff, and we appreciate their support.
Shop local, and don't forget, keep on hustling, baby.
There you go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Patch Boys here. Blessed again to be announcing another sponsor for us. This one's going to be Titan. They're running out of crane. They're real close to me. It's family. So we want you guys to support them like they support us, right? So they're running out of crane. If you want to get in contact with them, it's 432-307-1960. Some of the stuff that they offer right now, if they have rustabout maintenance crews, trash trailers, porta potties, combo trailers, forklifts, and they're adding more stuff every single day. So if you guys want to support them so they can continue to support us and give you all the content that you want, go ahead and give them a call. Thank you. Yeah. Like, I remember when we went to prom, it was like, we only went obviously for our senior year, and we went to prom, and it was literally like an hour, and then they hit us up, hey, after this party over here. We're at the fucking after party till like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. But man, the after parties, I don't feel like they are what they used to be.
Hell no,
you
bro.
gotta be fucking safe now.
Yeah,
but you
bro.
know, one time my son, he played for the varsity on the Rebels. And one time he got out of a game, bro, big game when they beat Midland High.
Ooh.
And he sent me a video. He showed me the next day.
Yeah.
And he went around, and it was fucking crazy. And I'm talking people on pickups going crazy. And the way, and I was like, dude, kind of just reminded me. But yeah, I was surprised to see that because I would think they're all quiet now on their phones and shit. You know what I mean? Like, hanging out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's because of the climate of the world, right? Yeah. But they've pussified parties at this point, right? Compared to what we did, for real, man. We did some fucked up shit, and you think about like the fest, like Crude Fest. We talked about it before. Like we grew up in that era. You know what I'm saying? Wild. Crude Fest was fucking crazy, bro. Like people that. Younger people now that we would talk to, if we would explain the shit that happened overnight at Crude Fest, they wouldn't believe it.
No, fuck no. Like, dude, Crude Fest was a whole different fucking environment. God,
it was insane, bro.
It like 3 days straight?
3 days straight, and some motherfuckers stayed out there like no showers and shit. Like, yeah, buddy.
Yeah, we went there last night. They look rough.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I remember last time they just dudes walk around all busted up. Like, damn, bro. Like
it was always, it was just fun, man, because it's always drama. And we had, people would back up their fucking ride. sides, and everybody would get fucked up. It was cool because people got fucked up as a community. Motherfuckers would have kiddie pools and shit with the Jello shots and ice. Yeah, come by, get a fucking Jello shot, and everybody's getting completely obliterated.
Dude, I remember the first year we went, we didn't know what to expect. And we're like, hey, you can stay out here. Like, all right, cool. So, man, we went to go buy tents. You know, we fucking sit in the tent. Boy, the hot as fuck.
Oh, shit.
You're still in the fucking desert. At night it's nice, you know what I'm saying? But as soon as you hit about 6 o'clock in the fucking morning, it's hot as shit out there, man.
Yeah,
it's
I remember
crazy.
waking up and I'm just like, we need to get the fuck out of here.
I'm done.
Fuck yeah, no, I was calling taxis.
out.
I remember we had one taxi driver who would pick us up no matter what. He'd give us his personal number. Hey, just hit me up, pick me up wherever the fuck. His name was John. I don't even remember what the fucking last name was or anything. But I remember when I was younger, I had a friend from. I don't know if you remember Bobby Gonzalez. He worked at ESP also. Tatted up, Raider fan, bald headed.
I don't.
He worked there
the name
forever.
Sounds familiar, but
Yeah, and he was like, hey, man, whatever you do, don't fucking drink and drive. Here's this number. This guy's reliable. And that fool called him from his crib. He picks him up. Just like a fucking Uber, but back then.
yeah.
And that's the guy that I called. It was like fucking 6 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's obliterated. Isauro passed out in a truck. I couldn't wake him up when I was with
Fuck
him.
you staying here.
No, he stayed there, bro. And I called, got a ride home. He hit me up probably like 8 o'clock in the morning. He's like, bro, I woke up in somebody's fucking ride. I was like, yeah, I couldn't find your ass. I told him I couldn't find you, brother. I don't know what the fuck happened last night or what. But I was out. I was out. He passed out. It's hard for me to sleep. So I was like, fuck this. I'm leaving. He passed the fuck out. But those were the crazy times compared to now, man.
Yeah.
It's
So you grew up over here too?
I
Or-
did.
Yeah.
I grew up in here in Midland. I'm originally from Kansas. That's where I was born. But we've been here, many years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've been here many years. So I grew up here, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about to say, what school did you go to then?
Midland High.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Went to the other school, but that's cool, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you know what I mean?
The other side.
Yeah, baby. You know what I mean?
The other side.
we had a lot of fucking people at Midland.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
for us a lot of friends and enemies.
Yeah.
But that was at both fucking schools. You know what I'm saying?
for
Yeah, that's
sure.
how it was.
So you've seen Midland change too, man. The way it's like
big
grown,
time,
it's
yeah.
crazy, right? The
It is
Costco's
crazy.
blows my mind every time I go down 191. I'm like,
shit's almost
Damn.
done. Way. I don't know who they hired for that shit, but that
You
shit's
already
for
know
real.
who they hired.
Yeah, we do shit.
this
We
guy
do.
said the other day, you need to find some good workers. They go over there.
Fuck yeah.
Costco, yeah.
They need to finish the fucking road. That's who they need to
Bro.
hire. Orderly, finish the fucking road. Garfield.
Bake Spring shit.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking close it down every other day. God
Fuck
damn.
yeah, dude. It's crazy shit, man. But yeah, those guys are fucking knocking through it. So what do you think about all the changes that are happening with the zoo and all that shit? You with that?
Man, ain't no fucking animal can survive here. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers say like it's the same shit. It's the same shit as fucking. They're gonna have nothing but African
I mean, that's probably up
fucking
there
animals,
surviving,
right?
Yeah.
Go see a
Those
rhino
camels,
or
Fucking
some shit.
stray dogs and
Put those
cats.
fucking camels and shit, yeah, bro. But you know, like the way they're talking it up is crazy. Like I'm interested to see if they do what they said they're gonna
Right.
do, make it the biggest zoo in Texas.
That would be cool. I mean,
That'd be fucking badass,
mhm.
right?
Midland does need stuff like that, you know.
100.
You know, on the brighter side, it does.
Absolutely.
We talked about the other day, when a Waterland, whatever. That's what we need.
Yeah. We
Water
need a
Wonderland.
water park,
Yeah.
dude, for
We do.
sure.
Did you ever
the
see
motherfucking
that?
shit is the
Yeah,
water,
yeah.
though.
That's the thing. That's the problem.
That's the problem. But
That's
we,
the problem.
you know, we got that. We're working that shit out. That whole water thing out. You know what I'm saying? It's in the works.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we definitely need some more entertainment around here.
So,
Fuck yeah.
so when you on the road all the time, man, like, do you listen to podcasts, music? What do you put on there? Like,
I did. So whenever I don't drive as much as I used to, just because, man, it's hard for me with, you know, dispatching and everything. So, but when I would drive, I would listen to a lot of podcasts. One of my favorite pitchers, actually, from the Yankees, CC Sabathia, he had a podcast with one of the reporters from Yes Network, and it was called R2C2. And
That's-
man, I would listen to him like. You know, the episode would hit Thursday. Oh man, 3 a.m. Thursday. Put it on, yeah. Listen to it,
Driving
yeah.
and shit.
Driving, just listening to podcasts, yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel like those
podcasts
help.
changed the game.
Oh, they did, right?
They changed the game for drivers, especially. They changed the game because it's not like music. To a certain extent, it'll put you to sleep.
Yeah.
Because I listen to some shit and it'll put me to sleep, and it doesn't even have to be like fucking slow jams or nothing like that, or fucking soothe music or nothing like that. I could be listening to fucking rock. And that shit, eventually, I'm gonna fucking go, man.
Yeah.
But podcasts, as long as I'm entertained by it, that shit changed the game, man. People fucking can drive forever.
Yeah, and it's cool because, like, I mean, like, I guess like any podcast, you know, you have different people that come in all the time. So when they announce, you know, they'll be like, oh, next episode we're gonna have this person. You're just like, oh, fuck yeah, I can't wait till this one comes out.
Hell yeah.
So there you are Thursday morning, you know, tuning in, like, fuck yeah, you know, and I think their podcasts were like 2 hours long. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's true.
That's some long fucking podcasts.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan, we love Joe Rogan, but I tell Ricky all the time, like, man, I gotta fucking do that shit in pieces, bro.
Like episodes.
Yeah,
because it goes like 3 hours.
Yeah,
does he?
Dude, yeah,
I've never listened to him.
Yeah, he don't stop. He don't stop until he's done. Like everybody he brings on, like you could tell at this point, the people that he brings on is more for his pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. Like he brings people on. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And he was like, yeah, this is so and so. He survived a fucking gorilla attack or some shit. And it's just 3 hours of that shit, bro. It's fucking crazy,
man. The one that I've been listening to is the Theo Von one.
Theo Von's
man, bro, that guy is funny.
That's what just goes off the cuff.
I don't know how he comes up with the stuff he says, but god damn,
and he's good at it. Like, I mean, I used to think I could like throw some stuff out there, but I can't, man.
That wasn't natural.
Nah, he's a comedic genius,
dude,
bro.
Yeah,
that's
he
what
really
he does.
is. I like to listen to him. You know, that's why I would drive a lot to Orla a lot, and I remember I was trying to put techno on. That shit wasn't bumping for me, bro. And then I tried to put on like comedy shows, and I could get a couple in there, but man, I kept seeing Joe Rogan on the UFC fights, and I was like, dude, I want to find that out. You know, I finally got it, and I remember listening to Dan Brazilian the first episode. Man, I was tuned in the whole essay.
He's interesting as fuck too, man.
But I learned a lot on the road. Like, listen to podcasts, you learn a lot, dude. You know, it's crazy.
It's crazy because they got podcasts for everything.
Anything you want to learn something?
Podcast that shit up.
Financial, you can get on a financial podcast. You'll be a damn fucking tax expert by the time you get outside.
You might go to prison after, but I'm gonna make that shit work.
My wife listens to those crime ones, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, I can't do that shit, though.
Crime junkies?
Yeah, bro. I'm over here fucking nervous. Like, I can't even drive. I'm all nervous. Somebody by my seat or some shit. Like,
dude, they get interesting, though, man. They'll man.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with those people, they'll make you seem like you're actually there.
Yeah.
Like, it is crazy.
Yeah, to the detail. Like, they're the way. Man. But some people are really good at explaining that. And that's their thing, man. They explain exactly how things happen, events, and then they give their take, man. It's really interesting. I like it.
That's cool though. I mean, you know, one thing about like on the road, like I'm sure you can see a lot of crazy stuff, man. You see all the stuff online with the semis and the accidents. Bro. I mean, and the dust storms. I feel like there's a lot of dust storms this year. What do you think? Or like I mean,
there were bad dust storms,
but I feel like a lot this year. I mean, I don't know if you feel the same way.
Yeah, no, I think they have been. But I've been telling everybody too, man. The spring this year has been a little cooler.
It has been.
We've had a cooler spring this year, so hopefully it ain't too damn hot during the
summer.
I'm
hoping, or at least a shorter fucking summer. Because usually summer starts in fucking spring. So hopefully, let's hope.
So when you're hot shotting, do you ever check like your load a lot? I mean, like I seen the other day I was driving, right? This guy was driving, had a trailer with a load, but his tie down, his strap wasn't tight, and shit just fell off on the middle of the road, bro. And I was just like, and this guy's like, "You want a strap?" Like, I don't need a big ass strap like that, you know what I mean? But it was brand new, and I was just like, how did this guy not know, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Or like the guys that don't wipe off their back of their and the rocks flying everywhere, like this fucking
that shit pisses me out.
Yeah, there is some careless people, man. But man, that was one of my biggest things. Is just constantly looking to make sure everything's there.
I mean, I don't remember at all having any fucking issues like whenever we worked or whatever with any of you guys. And man, you guys with the previous company that you were before, because Brandon's never worked with SLB, right? But previously, man, shit, those guys, you guys would fucking get there with the shades rolling, the tunes rolling and shit, man. And at that time, I was fucking out there. I was out there. Shipping, right? I was loading, At that time, loading, me and Marcus were loading.
And Shinga on the fucking...
Shinga all the time, bro. Yeah. That was my shit back then. And so these fools roll up.
That's right.
We'd load them up real quick. So it's always cool when you get the same people over and over. I feel like now, and you could probably tell me what it's like, the hiring process, right? Because you're obviously hiring now. It seems like now it's such a fucking... you have a turnover like crazy. It's so bad. Is that something you're seeing, or you got like you're faithful, you're loyal, that you always feel like you'll have to back you up? You know what I mean?
I do. We so all the people that have been with us, we got to try to hire people that have experience in it, you know, especially because of insurance wise there, man, God damn, bro, you can't hire nobody now.
Yeah.
So, you know, of course they got to have 2 years experience, all this and that. So the people who do hire, they have experience and, you know, most of them is kind of word of mouth and, they come over here and, you know, they have experience and then they know what they're doing. You know, we send them out for about a week and make sure they know what they're doing.
Yeah,
and then, you know, from there, send them on their own on the road.
So you haven't had no issues hiring?
Not at all. No, we haven't had no issues at all. Yeah, like I said, it's all been word of mouth, you know. You know, my guys, you know, they'll bring me like, hey, we got this guy. Like, cool, you know, tell them to hit me up, bring them over here, interview them. They're good people. They got experience. They know what they're doing. And all right, cool. You know, let's get you in. Let's get the hiring process started and let's go.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, you know, we've had a lot of people too that I wish I can hire. You know, I wish I can hire a bunch of people. You know, because they seem like good people and people that want to work, but with the insurance being so damn hard, I can't hire nobody. Yeah. You know, especially with these people going, you know, they're spending what $4,000 to go to school, $4,000 or $5,000 to get their CDL, but they can't get hired on nowhere.
Yeah, that's
and
tough,
a lot of them are good people. You know, like they want to work, but we can't do nothing about it. And that's what sucks.
That is true. The CDL has changed a lot. It's a lot more work. I mean, it's not like it was before. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it, like a whole month class now or something like that?
I think so. I think it's like a 4-week class or something like that.
Yeah. It's way different, man. Because before, when I did mine, I took a test and then I drove that damn a crane like one around the DPS right here off the loop.
Yeah.
I went one little loop around, bro, and then I stopped and that was it, and I was done. Like, now it's a whole class or a whole month, right?
Whole class. Yeah, dude. That's how everybody like, man. Whenever I got my CDL, like, you know, you just get the pamphlet from the DMV. You take the test. And then once you pass all that, you take your driving. Like I drove my truck and trailer to my driving test. Yeah. I parked far away. Went inside like, hey, you know, I'm here to take my driving test. Like, all right, who brought you? I was like, oh, well, my dad drove me up here, but he had to go to work, so he just kind of left everything here in hopes that I got my CDL right away. So I drove myself to my driving test.
I got you.
But it was easier back in the day. You can't do that shit no more.
Yeah, for sure.
So is it like hard to start a hot shot business? Like, what would you like? Is it hard? So somebody listening that wants to do, is it kind of hard to do, or what do you think?
It is. A lot of people think it's easy, but man, it's really just it's like anything, you know. Just as long as you know the right people. As long as you know the right people, they'll lead you to the right path, and you know, having good clients, you know, that they'll believe in you, and you know, it is a little bit harder to start off, you know, when you first start off because like they don't know how you work, or you know, they already got their dedicated trucking, so you know, they're like, you know, we've been using these people for so many years, you know, we're not gonna offer, but you know, once we got going, or you get going, and you know, they see that you work good, that you're on time, that you're, you know, of course, pricing is good, you know, from there it's good to go. Yeah, but it's not as easy as people
they'll give you a chance if the price is right, right?
Yeah, there you go. They'll give you a chance, yeah. And really, after that, it just depends on yourself, you know. If you're gonna, you know, either gonna stick to it and do the job, or you're gonna do a sloppy job and not move ahead.
Is it hard to get work? Like, I mean, like I see some like salesmen like now.
It is.
Like they're trying to get in these oil companies or whoever, but I know you're getting in with a lot of service companies, but it's like it's always. I'm sure it's got to be a little bit of a battle. Like you're probably all day.
Man,
right?
It's really a cutthroat business.
Yeah,
it's a really big cutthroat business.
That's what I was gonna say, man. I know people that tell me like, fuck, man, so and so told me they're gonna lease me on and shit, and now they won't, and like, fuck, man, that's tough,
business, man.
That's tough.
We were blessed that, you know, we the people, you know, most of our customers now, you know, I've been working with them since I was 19 years old. You know, they either started in shipping, they were service tech, they were spoolers, and now, you know, they're managers. You know, they have a say-so in these companies.
Yeah, that's what happens, man.
And but I've been working with them, you know, for many years, you know, so they know the way that I work, and, you know, they gave me a chance, and, you know, from there skyrocketed. And like I said, all the people that we work with now, like I've been knowing them from back then, you know, we were out in the field together, you know, and they're in the office. We have a trucking company. So they're like, come on, let's go forward.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yeah, right timing, man.
Right timing,
fucking nice,
sure.
man.
And I know you bring burritos, man. I gotta ask, where do you get your burritos at?
Yeah, my specialty is chicken minis.
Oh, nice, bro. People love that shit,
bro. Chicken minis, bro. These burritos got expensive.
Yeah,
fuck yeah.
God damn.
Hey, but people like chicken minis, bro. You know what I mean? Like it's different, and people like that. Bro.
Yeah, man, you can't go wrong with Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
just take a fucking fruit platter.
Fruit
platter with yogurt.
That's what it is.
Oh, they
Take
won't
it
call
easy.
him back after that, bro. Like, what the hell this guy bringing?
Like a charcuterie board.
Yeah, it's a new fucking age, man. It's crazy.
And you're right, though. Burritos have gotten expensive,
Bro, yeah, especially when you're feeding like 30 people, bro.
Hell yeah.
It's expensive. Man,
They don't
you get,
think about you either, man.
you get it, man. No, man, you get the chicken mini, order like 4 of those big ass platters. Shit, man, you
yeah.
can feed a whole damn company.
Just with
those.
that bread, orale, 2, 3, you're straight. It's
Yeah.
like a sandwich, man.
Right?
You're done.
Better than donuts, that's for sure.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah,
Donuts.
Yeah, you get tired of
donuts
taking
is tough.
donuts and kolaches.
Fuck
People are
yeah,
like, man, I
dude.
want no donuts.
Fucking donuts, yeah.
But fucking kolache's gotten outrageous too,
Bro.
dude. It's fucking crazy
they?
now. Yeah, man.
Like
it's
$4 a
crazy.
kolache or what?
I take fucking kolaches. Yeah, it's got to be more than that at this point because I'll take kolaches. I used to all the time when I was running cable.
Yeah.
When I was running cable, I take kolaches all the time, and I fucking spend maybe like $50 feed the whole fucking shop.
Damn it, boy.
And now it's close to 100. I spend like $80-$90 just fucking kolaches.
But your
bro.
kolaches?
Just kolaches. That's it.
I mean,
These motherfuckers like
I remember used to grab them hoes after the club.
I know, bro. Yeah, it was fucking fucking a buck.
Go to TNT, get some
Yeah.
kolaches.
Jalapeno cheddar.
Yeah,
huh?
fuck.
It was that was the easy fucking meal. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we'll just throw them some kolaches. Then I started I was
Kolache.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Look
man.
at
They
that.
started weighing on my ass there.
Yeah, so that's my
Yeah.
specialty, man. Chicken minis. If you see me, I'm probably gonna have some chicken minis in my truck.
Yeah.
Fuck
That's
yeah,
awesome,
man. That's
man.
where it's at.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask. So we're getting pretty close to the end here, whatever. But I told myself the next time we got somebody who's involved in the transportation industry, I'd ask them, right? Because it's one of the things, obviously, in the political world that we live right now, is one of the things that's going on, and I'm sure you've heard about it. This new mandate for reading and writing English for drivers. What do you think about that?
Man, so it's always been the law, you know. You know, to get your CDL, you know, it was always in the book that you gotta know the language, and you gotta be able to communicate.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's gotten overboard.
Yeah.
You know, like that's you're just like,
Yeah.
you know.
Hopefully they come back down to earth a little bit.
Right? Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's always been a mandate for CDL, but it has gotten overboard with it.
Yeah.
And then I mean, it's just crazy. I think, yeah, you know, there's other things to worry about, bigger things to worry about,
Definitely. Like safety and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess they tie it to safety and shit. I always you see these guys that are like, man, I've been fucking driving for 30 fucking years, but
No,
because
they-
I misspelled this shit, they're fucking taking me off my truck. That's
Really?
crazy. Yeah.
Oh
man.
shit! I
That's
didn't know it was
crazy
that bad.
shit. Yeah, so you have to. A lot of this shit is happening like Arizona. I know in Arizona, stuff like that, people are getting stopped.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're asking them to write and read certain phrases and whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. It's like a written document or whatever. And yeah, it's kind of one of those things where it's mandated for sure, especially for DOT when you're dealing with
Yeah.
chemicals and all this shit. It's definitely mandated. But like some of these guys have a lot of fucking experience.
Yeah.
And we know people like, for instance, my dad. You give my dad a fucking sheet, that motherfucker's gonna be able to tell you what to do on any fucking pulling unit here. But can you write it down on a fucking sheet of paper and you not scrutinize it?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. But my dad has fucking 45 years experience on the fucking
That's a shitty.
in
That's
the
a
fucking
shitty part,
field. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's one of those things. So y'all haven't had to deal with anything like that
No,
yet?
we haven't.
First time
Nah.
experience.
We haven't had to deal
Yeah, I
with
don't
it,
think
but
Texas is too bad right now.
No,
or
well, I
anything
saw
like
a
that.
TikTok the other day where this guy had posted like, "Hey, y'all be careful." I think it was off of 128. They had
Shit.
they had the DOT right there, and then they had a van. I think it was close. No, it wasn't 20. It was closer to Mentone. Then they had a van. I guess they stopped you, and if you didn't know English or whatever, they'd pull you over, take you into that van, so you could do like a little English test.
Fucking shit, man.
They ain't
That's
playing no
crazy.
games,
Like,
baby.
damn,
Ya saben, mi raza. Cuidado a la verga porque fuck, man. This shit's for real.
I bet everybody went the other way when they saw
Yeah.
that shit.
Hey, you know those radios were fucking
blowing
going,
up,
bro.
bro. I'm on fire.
Cubanos and
Shit,
shit.
you already know. That's the thing, and those are the main people that is affecting, man. Because
Yeah.
like, there's a huge population of Cubans that drive.
Yeah.
And like, and of course, it's Mexicans and every other, but like, there's been a huge surge, and I feel like this is kind of addressing that surge of drivers. You know what I mean? Because we get them,
Yeah.
and Russian guys.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of new Russian drivers and stuff like that, and I know 100% if I give them a piece of paper, hey, tell me what that says, it's gonna be like crazy. But
Yeah.
on the flip side, like, how do you want it? flat, puto. You know what I'm saying? Flat. Yeah. Ponle boards. That motherfucker will say speaking Spanish and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool, man. It's one of those things that I don't agree with everything that comes down the pipeline. I agree with a lot of stuff, but I don't agree with everything. Yeah, and it's one of those things I'd ask somebody who's actually in the business to see what's going on. So ya saben, raza, cuidado.
Shit, I think all of our guys are Mexican.
Yeah,
you know, like bro. We have one white guy. The rest of them are Mexicans. Man, they're good. Everybody's good working, but man, like these people are good. And
fuck yeah, man.
You know, you're gonna have your badass freaking drivers that probably don't know English, and you know they're gonna take that from you.
Yeah, but man, the raza's resilient, bro.
Yeah,
these fucking guys, they'll do whatever they gotta do. Even the certain phrases, they gotta learn these phrases to make sure that they're. So
I wonder how strict it is. Like, you gotta be like fluent English, or at least be able to communicate.
I mean, I would love, man, if anybody's fucking seeing one of these tests or something, you know, get in the fucking comments, let us know. I have no idea, but it seems to be the stuff that I've seen has been white drivers saying, "Yeah, I got stopped," and they gave it to me too. So it's not like, hey, they're just racial profiling.
Yeah,
they're giving it to everybody they fucking stop, according to what I've seen, right? But yeah, if he's like, yeah, it was really rudimentary or whatever the fuck it was, but like someone who doesn't know, they just don't know. I don't know how critical. I'm sure it's like anything else, man. You could get stopped by a fucking cop and it's the best day they've ever had. They fucking woke up and kissed their wife, happy as fuck. They made a little bit of money there. They wake up in a good mood and they fucking go stop you. Like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna let you go. And then you got the motherfucker whose wife cheated on him the night before and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has that shit, and you're like, you sped 2 miles over, and you know what? Get out of the fucking vehicle. And
I want to see you dance.
Exactly. Yeah, man. You have those. You have that happen. You know, it's. I'm sure it's the same way.
Yeah.
These fucking guys are having a bad day. Like, motherfucker, you put THA for thee, motherfucker. Get in the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Lock them up, boys.
That's what it is. You know,
put an E in from the Sprite.
Yeah. So who knows, man? But man, if y'all know about this, y'all have seen anything, or if you can talk about it, comment about it, man, put it in the fucking comments. We'd love to hear about it. So, you know, man, it's been a really good episode. Bro. I appreciate you for coming, man. Thank you for giving us the time. You want to give out some shout outs or whatever you want to do. Of course, Branded 14, man. If you need them for anything, these guys are sponsoring the Patch Boys, man. He is ready to fucking take on any work you got. ESP business, baby. Hit him up. I personally work with the man. He gets down and he looks good doing it, baby. So, you know, let him know you got anything to say. You know, shout out to the wife, you know what I'm saying? Kids, whatever you want, man.
Really, man, shout out to my wife, to the whole company. My wife has been holding it down since day one. You know, my guys have been holding it down from day one, man. But I tell everybody, like, these guys, we have a really badass team, which I'm really thankful for, and they make it so much easy for me whenever I'm looking for new customers. Like, I know, every single one of them can do a badass job. So shout out to my guys, shout out to my wife, my boys, my family, and you know, especially the guy, you know, because without him, we would not be here.
Absolutely, man. Thank God, man. And shout out to everybody. I also want to say we're sending a special shout out to all the mamas out there. This is going to come out Monday, so we're going to be one day late, but happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, man. None of us would be here without you guys, so we appreciate you very much, man. Yeah. Thanks again, man. Brandon 14, get with him, baby.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, my man's got a couple.
I got y'all some shirts right here, man.
Let's see some merch.
Got y'all some shirts, some nice looking shirts.
Man, these are dope, bro.
Yeah. If y'all need shirts, y'all go to Basin Graphics. You know, holler at Ben.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah. I got some stickers for you guys, too.
There you go, man.
Here's some stickers.
Oh, nice, bro.
Yeah, here's some, man. Here's some more. Here's some here's some keychains too, man. Y'all need some other stuff. Go to Split Second Designs.
That's what's up.
But if y'all get something from there, Ronnie, you better give me a discount, because I'm better send you a ton of people. Split Second Designs and Basin Graphics, man. Y'all holler at them. They're really good people as well.
Yeah, man, you got some good stuff, bro.
Sick, bro.
I'm telling you, man, we hand this shit out like candy.
I love this.
Yeah, bro.
I wish I had some hats for you guys, man. But my boy Ronnie taking a little bit.
Nah, you good, man. You good, man. Whenever you got them, shoot them over here. Of course, we're gonna wear them on this shit, man. Of course, we do whatever we can for you guys, man.
But also, thank y'all for having us, man. Having me.
Oh, bro, thank you for the sponsorship, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's it's really important for us to stay local, to support local, and man, I know it's important to you too because you're a local Midlander.
Yes,
so,
sir.
man, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thanks for everything. Thank you for the sponsorship, and thank you for your time, man. Appreciate all of y'all too.
You see a branded 14, give him a honk, baby, on the highway.
right,
Just don't startle him too much. All right, man. Appreciate
you guys.
Thank you, man. Guys, just wanted to come out here and say, make sure you hit up Underdog Wireline, man. These guys really know what they're doing. They got it going. I've worked with them personally on the field. I know you've heard me say it 100 times, but it's the truth. So look, they offer emergency shower trailers. They offer lay-down machines. They offer cool-down trailers. They even offer wireline, slick line, braided line, whatever you need. They probably got whatever line that you want, bro. So hit these guys up. Give them a call at this number, and support them like they support us.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Patch Boys again, here to announce yet another sponsor, Branded 14 Hot Shot Services LLC. They offer hot shot work, ESP spooling, ESP technician service, and heavy hauling with semis. These guys are local. They're helping us out, so we want to help them out. Go give them a call at 432-638-1755. All the other information we're going to put right down here, so you guys can give them a call, send them an email, however you need to get in contact with them. We appreciate it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Patch Boys here. Blessed again to be announcing another sponsor for us. This one's going to be Titan. They're running out of crane. They're real close to me. It's family. So we want you guys to support them like they support us, right? So they're running out of crane. If you want to get in contact with them, it's 432-307-1960. Some of the stuff that they offer right now, if they have rustabout maintenance crews, trash trailers, porta potties, combo trailers, forklifts, and they're adding more stuff every single day. So if you guys want to support them so they can continue to support us and give you all the content that you want, go ahead and give them a call. Thank you.